Many designers think that they need to spend lots of time learning and developing new skills, like using AI tools, before they can use those skills on paid client projects. But what if I told you that you could get paid to learn to use AI in web design? In this video, I'm sharing a clear process for developing your AI design skills while earning an income at the same time. The first step is to find a client project. Even when you're learning and developing your skills, you need to prioritize getting clients. Lots of designers get stuck in the learning phase. They learn and learn for months and months without actually applying what they learn to real life client projects. And look, I get it. This feels so much safer, but it also keeps you from growing your business. As a freelance web designer, if you have no clients, you have no business. The key is to actively seek out new clients. If you have a method that's been working for you, keep doing that. I'm a big fan of doing more of what's working. If you need help getting a client, I have a $9 course called How to Get a New Client in 10 Days. You can find it at danbeeshin.com/new. I'll also drop a link in the video description. At this stage, you're just doing what you've always done. You do not need to make any changes to your existing packages or pricing. You don't even need to talk to potential clients about using AI. We want to keep things simple. We do not need to introduce any unnecessary complications to your sales process. Hey, I'm Danbee. I'm a web design mentor based in Switzerland, and I help web designers build profitable and inclusive businesses without overworking. To get started with my programs for free, head over to danbeeshin.com/training. Once you've booked a client project, step 2 is to identify one specific AI tool that you want to learn to use. If you start researching and learning every single AI tool that you're interested in, you're never going to finish your client website on time. So look at your complete process for designing client websites and then identify one part of that process where you could incorporate AI. That one part could be, for example, creating wireframes, writing website copy, finding stock photos and images, designing custom background patterns, writing custom CSS or JavaScript code, or SEO optimization. Whichever one of these you choose, make sure that you add in a little buffer to your project timeline so that you can deliver your usual quality of work. For example, if you normally take 3 to 4 weeks to deliver a client website, you could add up to 3 days to your timeline. Enough to give yourself time to learn, but not so long that you're keeping your client waiting. The idea is to narrow your focus and start small. You're creating a safe environment for you to learn and experiment without getting overwhelmed and without risking the success of your project. I would love to hear about your experience. Have you already experimented with AI in your web design business? Drop me a yes or no in the comments. Step 3 is to actually learn. You get to experiment with AI design tools while you're working on a paid client project. But you want to be strategic here. Even if you haven't actually played around with any of these tools yet, you probably know that there are so many tools out there and that each tool has tons of features and capabilities. We cannot get sidetracked here trying everything out because we are working on a time-sensitive client project. So choose one tool and only focus on the parts of that tool that are necessary for delivering this particular project. For example, if in step 2 you decided to use AI to create custom illustrations, you might choose Danbee. And instead of diving deep into every little thing that Danbee can do, you would focus just on generating custom illustrations that are appropriate for this specific website project. If you're happy with the results that you get and you decide to use them for this project, you can also decide not to use them, completely up to you. It's a good idea to let your client know that you used AI. You might do that, for example, when you're presenting your final website to the client. You can keep it super simple and just say something like, I used an AI tool called Danbee to create these custom illustrations. I chose vibrant colors and these nature motifs to reflect your brand's adventurous and eco-friendly personality, or whatever makes sense for your specific client. Once the client project is completed and you have been paid in full, the next step is to reflect on your experience. I know this sounds kind of boring, and that is precisely why most people will skip this step. But if you do, you're missing out on really important insights into how AI can support your business in the long run. Just as the recovery after a really tough workout is critical to building muscle, reflection after trying something new like this is essential for growing your business. To prevent yourself from skipping this step, try making it as simple and easy as possible. What's worked for me is creating a form for myself to fill out like I would when I'm surveying other people. I have a form with 4 simple questions. What did I try? What went well? What didn't go so well? And what would I do differently next time? Just 4 questions. And the key thing here is to set up the form to accept just one line, super short responses to each question. The 5 minutes that you spend on this reflection will help you iterate and do a little bit better next time. This is how you set yourself up for long-term growth and success and keep getting paid to learn. I am super excited for you to start getting paid to learn. You'll have more opportunities to do this when you work with high-ticket clients who are willing to pay 5,000 to 10,000 US dollars or more for a website. So meet me at my next video, which is all about what these high-ticket clients are looking for in a designer.